Plus.
Back-to-back winter storms going to bring some pretty dangerous travel conditions with some freezing rain, so all your forecast details are up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we hear how businesses in Escanaba plan to navigate around the summer construction projects on Ludington Street. Plus, Marquette officials take today to test election equipment. And Governor Whitmer declares an energy emergency amid rising gas prices. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Kelly, good evening. What another rough day for weather, and I know there's a little bit more to come, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Kevin, good evening. It's another winter storm. Even though we're in spring, we can still get these just nasty storms, and it is going to be a back-to-back. We had one move through already, but another winter storm is knocking on the door. So the rest of this winter storm warning will continue until 8 a.m., but then we have another system that will bring another round of a wintry mix and some more ice. We can already see some more wanting to push into the Upper Peninsula, may have some more ice in the overnight. So just leave some time in the morning. We get a bit of a break before that next system is on the way, and it's going to take us into our Easter weekend. So I'll have more details on all of that in just a few short minutes.
Kelly, thank you very much. Last spring, the city of Escanaba started a major project on Ludington Street, replacing sewer lines and reconstructing the streetscape. The second half of that project is set to begin soon, and as our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons tells us, it will require downtown businesses to make some adjustments.
This year's planned construction for Ludington Street is a bit more involved than last year's.
The city has now added additional blocks to this, so where the scope was originally up to 9th Street is now going up to 16th Street. We'll have two different contractors going simultaneously, and it'll get done quicker, we hope.
According to DDA Chair and Nyman Jewelers owner Sue Parker, the work will result in a new dedicated bike lane and a switch from angled parking to parallel parking.
We are actually not losing any parking spaces because the handicap spots, the way they are now, take up so much extra space. We're actually going to have the same amount, if not one more parking spot per block.
But parking will be limited while construction is in progress.
The DDA does have several free parking lots throughout our downtown, so we'll be doing signage to point you in the direction of those.
As crews make their way down Ludington Street, business owners will have to be creative to keep operations running smoothly.
In some instances, you might not even have a sidewalk in front of your business. We have to make some arrangements on how we can still serve our customers via our back door, which usually is not available, but we're going to find a way to make it work.
It could be an understandably frustrating time for many of the businesses here, but Parker believes it'll all be worth it in the end.
This is infrastructure that just has to be done. I think they say usually this type of stuff lasts 70 to 80 years, and what they're digging up is probably over 100 years. It'll be challenging, but we have to think outside the box and just try to come up with different ways to help people.
Now, as the downtown gears up for a hectic summer, Parker says the community will get through it together.
I just ask that you kindly remember us, that we're still here. Things are going to be tight. Newer businesses can struggle during these times. Call your orders in. If you got to park on the side street, we'll come deliver it to your car. That's no problem, and I'm sure a lot of the other businesses downtown are willing to accommodate too.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
The Marquette City Election Board held a meeting today to appoint inspectors for the upcoming May 5th election and conducted an accuracy test of the voting machines. Our own John Truitt explains the importance of these tests.
The Marquette City Election Board today appointed election inspectors as well as separate early voting inspectors and inspectors to the Absent Voter Counting Board. They then conducted an accuracy test of voting equipment.
It actually ensures the voter that their vote is being counted correctly, that whatever they're putting on that ballot is actually going to be counted correctly and for the right races.
Under Michigan state law, the Elections Board must conduct a public accuracy test of all electronic voting systems, including both the tabulators and the voter assist terminals. This test is to provide greater transparency to the election process.
In this public accuracy test, we're putting in any possible issue or problem that could happen, and we're going to see if the tabulator picks that up.
With election integrity garnering headlines in recent years, Marquette County Clerk Linda Talsma urges anyone with concerns about the accuracy of an election to attend one of these tests.
This is your opportunity to go view it and actually see it working, see all of the pieces put together.
In Marquette County, the May 5th ballot will contain a bond proposal for the city of Negaunee to repair its ice arena. And for the Marquette area public schools, a bond proposal to fund infrastructure and safety improvements.
Millages matter on your tax bills. You need to go and see, and you need to go and read, and you need to go and make sure that this is what you're wanting. And if it is, that's fantastic. But at least go out there and get your voice heard. Spring elections typically have light voter turnout, so Talsma encourages everyone to come out and vote. In Marquette, John Truitt, WZMQ 19 News.
Governor Whitmer is declaring an energy emergency as gas prices surge across the state. The governor signed an executive order today aimed at lowering costs at the pump by temporarily easing restrictions on certain fuel blends. State leaders say the move will allow the sale of gasoline that's typically 10 to 20 cents cheaper per gallon. The order comes as prices have gone up nearly $1 in just the past month, driven in part by global oil disruptions linked to the Iran war and shipping interruptions in the Strait of Hormuz. Right now, drivers in Michigan are paying about $3.89 a gallon, up from just under $3 earlier this year. The new order will apply to 8 counties in southeast Michigan, covering about half of the state's population, with officials saying most drivers should see relief soon. Housing affordability is quickly becoming one of the defining issues in the state. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on the affordability approach of 2 candidates running to be the state's next governor.
As voters across the state struggle with rising rent and home prices, candidates are putting forward competing visions for how to fix the problem.
This election is going to be about affordability. We know the cost of living crisis has gotten worse over the last few years. And that's why we need a governor who will make affordability their top priority.
From rural communities to major cities, housing costs are climbing fast, and many families can't keep up. In her run to be Michigan's next Democratic governor, Jocelyn Benson has rolled out a broad plan aimed at lowering costs and expanding access.
These aren't pie-in-the-sky ideals. They are very attainable, realistic, in some ways, simple ideas that will make a big difference for families across the state of Michigan.
Her proposal includes expanding tax credits for first-time buyers, streamlining building approvals, limiting corporate home buying, and investing in energy-efficient housing. Supporters say the plan focuses on both building more homes and making them more affordable.
Making sure that not only are we building more homes, but we're also creating more pathways to home ownership.
Meanwhile, independent candidate Mike Duggan is pointing to his record as Detroit's mayor. His campaign says the city added thousands of affordable units in recent years, while also streamlining development through tax incentives and faster approvals. In a written statement to WZMQ, Duggan said if people cannot afford to live in a community, you either build more housing or you watch your workforce disappear. With both campaigns centering their message on affordability, voters will ultimately decide which approach they believe can deliver relief. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
We also reached out to Republican candidates for governor, but we have not yet received a response. It's day 2 of the historic Artemis II mission to the moon. The 4 astronauts have finally left Earth's orbit following a critical phase of the journey. Christiane Benavides has more from Florida's Space Coast.
Integrity looks like a good burn.
Just a day after liftoff, NASA's mission management team gave Artemis II the go to turn the mission into a true moonshot.
We are getting just a beautiful view of the dark side of the Earth right now, lit by the moon. Phenomenal.
Late Thursday, the crew conducted a nearly 6-minute maneuver known as the translunar injection burn, catapulting the Orion capsule out of Earth's orbit.
Our 4 crew members
are now on their trajectory toward the moon.
The critical move sets the stage for a 4-day trip before the main event, a record-breaking long-distance lunar flyby to see the far side of the moon.
The scale does change it.
Victor Glover is Artemis 2's pilot.
It's not like coming to grips with this one big thing. It's learning the pieces and the people and then trusting that whole system to work together.
We have good separation, good motion.
So far, the crew has encountered a few glitches that have been resolved, including communication and cabin temperature issues and problems with the toilet.
The toilet fan is reported to be jammed.
If a major problem develops, they'll be days away from Earth.
We're going around the moon, so that's the main thing, right?
The astronauts are set to travel about 252,000 miles from the planet during the 10-day journey, farther than any other space mission.
Kelly Rowland has your first warning weather forecast after the break. Plus, a Marquette moving company is starting a community clean-out challenge. We'll have the details after this.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
It's Earth Month in the Upper Peninsula. Small actions make a big impact. Recycle 906 accepts cans, cardboard, plastics, and more, helping keep the UP clean and thriving. This Earth Month, recycle smarter. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Jeff Mancini here with an incredible offer from Mighty Bite. We're celebrating 15 years and the most lure patents in history. Mighty Bite looks, smells, sounds, feels, tastes, and swims like a wounded baitfish. With millions of pieces sold and fish being caught around the world, Mighty Bite's interchangeable adaptive features transforms the lure, creating irresistible erratic wounded action that ignites the predatory instinct to make fish strike. Only Mighty Bite has real-life fin action that fish can't resist. Increased performance with our replaceable weights, sound rattles, and Super Sense Stick attractant. It's better, lasts longer, and never washes off like all those other lures. So it just works better in almost every fishing situation and for every type of fish. Catch more and bigger fish with Mighty Bites. Guaranteed more bites or your money back. Order now and get 4 free gifts, including the incredible UFO Glow Kit to get the bite at night. Call or click today.
Here's your WZMQ CBS This is Home Community Calendar.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Kelly Rowland.
And welcome back. We are into a bit of a break in this winter storm action. It's back to back, so number 1 is done, but number 2 is already starting to develop. So this is on the back side now of this first round, this winter storm warning for Marquette and Baraga counties and up towards Houghton and Eagle Harbor, Copper Harbor. That's set to cancel out at 8 a.m. It's for any of that lingering snow from it, but the majority of the ice from this first round is done. But the blue down here tells us that there's another one on the way that's a winter storm watch. But there may be some leftover ice. This is the tail end of the system pushing up here. We're done with the snow, we're done with the ice, but there may be a little bit more of that rain and some ice in the overnight from this pushing up, but shouldn't see too much of an issue any longer from this first round. And we get a decent break for the rest of tomorrow morning and the afternoon, but then the evening is when this system, this is round 2 of the back-to-back winter systems, that'll really start to develop, become more organized, and push through. Very similar characteristics to this first one, where the majority of the precip type is going to be freezing rain, which means we could have some pretty impactful ice accumulations like we've seen already. So this is the reasoning for this winter storm watch for everyone that will go into effect at 8 p.m. tomorrow and last through Saturday 8 a.m. So any Saturday morning plans may be pretty difficult to try to travel through. I would say to try to keep it at a minimum. If you could just have some sort of plan inside, just ice is really tricky to travel through because no matter what type of car you have, the best car, it really just takes a little bit of a quick turn to get slipping and sliding on the ice. So you need to be very careful if you're traveling in this. This is that system that will be redeveloping. Again, we get a break for tomorrow morning in the afternoon, but then we'll start to see more freezing rain pushing up for that 8 p.m. through 11 a.m. time frame for Friday night into Saturday, exactly when that winter storm watch will likely be upgraded to another winter storm warning. We could have some more ice storm warnings embedded in there, but it is kind of that perfect area where that area of ice is over the Upper Peninsula, and then on the back side of that we could have some snow. So it's not necessarily a major snow system as it is an ice system with a little bit of snow the further north that you get. So this is just for the rest of this round one here, just going to see a little bit of that freezing rain, but then we could see another round of this ice accumulation where we could see about 1/4 of an inch, maybe even pushing 1/2 of an inch at times. And it really is going to impact the surfaces that you're walking and driving on. We could have some power outages. It really weighs heavily on the power lines and the trees. And then if you mix winds into it, it's just going to put a lot of strain and stress on those trees and even buildings too. So things could really just be difficult all around to travel through. That's what we have for Saturday. We'll start to dry things out for Easter itself. Another little snow shower or two for Monday. And we just kind of flip-flop back and forth between snow and clearing skies.
Kelly, thank you again. In our continuing partnership with OSF Healthcare, this week's Medical Minute is all about seizure awareness. Our own Lily Simmons sat down with a neurologist to go over what to keep in mind. Take a listen.
Thanks so much for talking with us today.
My pleasure.
What are signs that someone may be having a seizure?
So there's a number of different seizure types. The commonest one that we actually worry about is when it's a grand mal seizure or a generalized tonic-clonic seizure. And those can come on quite abruptly, so people can be running around doing their thing, and the next thing you know, they're on the ground twitching, shaking, tense as can be, unconscious, unresponsive. That's the commonest worrisome type of seizure, but there are any other number of symptoms, but the worrisome ones are the grand mal seizures. Those are the ones that are the most dangerous.
What are signs that someone may have had a seizure themselves if they're alone?
People can, for instance, have them in their sleep, and they know they've had them when they wake up because they may have lost continence of bowel, or they may have lost continence of urine, or they hurt all over. The spasming of the muscles in a seizure can be so bad that it actually breaks bones, including bones in your back.
How can we help someone who may be experiencing a seizure, or ourselves if we think we've had one?
The big key is this a known disorder in the individual? You don't know that if you're out in the crowd and you see somebody start falling and have a seizure on the ground. So your first response there is let's make them safe and get the person on their side. Don't put things in their mouth. Don't try to clean out their mouth. They may be foaming at their mouth. They may look like they're not breathing, and indeed they may not be breathing, but that's okay. Don't try to breathe for them. Give them time. If the seizure lasts more than 5 minutes, you better call 911, regardless of whether they've had seizures before. Long-standing seizures, long-lasting seizures can be quite dangerous and cause significant brain damage.
Thanks for speaking with us today.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
College Hunks Moving Service of Marquette is setting a collection goal throughout April for Earth Month. WZMQ's Andrew Hans tells us more.
College Hunks, standing for Honest, Uniformed, Nice, Knowledgeable Service, is known for hauling away unwanted items. Currently, they're reaching a busy time in operation, with spring cleaning around the corner and a large amount of students moving in and out of their homes.
We like to give back to the community, so helping clean up the UP right before summertime is a big deal, especially with all the weather being muggy and everything outside being a little nasty.
During the month of April, the company's Community Cleanout Challenge has a goal of collecting and weighing in at least 10,000 pounds of various items. In line with Earth Month, franchise owner Max Dukler says a majority of usable items will be selected for donations to avoid addition to the local landfill.
Our goal is to donate 75% of all of the items we get. And then the items that we can't donate, it will go to the landfill, but we'll try our best to donate everything.
Items can range from old couches to electronics, in decent shape or not.
We'll take anything. Any furniture, trash, any donatable item that you want to get donated, we'll take it.
College Hunks says when service is requested, if the Community Cleanout Challenge is mentioned, a discount can be applied. In Marquette, Andrew Hans, WZMQ 19 News.
Mike Ludlam has your sports headlines after the break. We'll see how a Kearney NATO High School graduate is performing at the Corn Ferry Golf Tour. That and more when we come back.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
It starts with one player, one ticket. And with every play, the anticipation builds. With Fast Cash from the Michigan Lottery, every Fast Cash ticket helps grow one incredible jackpot until someone wins instantly.
Jackpot!
It only takes one ticket to set it all in motion. Fast Cash, the fun keeps building. Win the full jackpot plus $250,000 with new Treasure Trove Tripler.
And then I did my monkey call for him.
Yeah, I knew she had it in her.
Plus Chef Mario Carbone. Next, Kelly.
I feel so powerful.
I'm just knocking on wood over here.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 4 on WZMQ CBS. Followed by The Kelly Clarkson Show at 5 and 19 News at 6.
Hey, what's all the excitement about?
3 full hours of Saturday morning cartoons.
Saturday mornings on MeTV 19.1.
The Shortlist, a countdown show that's all sports. See the greatest names and the greatest games in all sports. Sports fans love it, and you will too. That's The Shortlist, only from SSN, the Cindy Sports Network.
Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. Kearney NATO High School graduate Hunter Eichhorn has 4 top 10 finishes so far this season on the Corn Ferry Golf Tour. This week's stop is the Lacombe Suncoast Classic in Lakewood Ranch, Florida. Not all 156 players were able to complete their first rounds today, but Eichhorn is the clubhouse leader with a 9-under par 62. He eagled the 4th and 14th holes and did not record a bogey in his round. Notice Hunter is wearing a Sage Run golf shirt.
It's my girlfriend Sarah. Yeah, she's caddying for me. She's been on the bag all year for me, and she's been doing a great job.
What would you say she's doing right for you?
I think she just does a good job of knowing what I need and then also knowing what I don't need. There's times where I think too much information can kind of get in the way of what I'm trying to do, and she understands that about me. It always feels good to finish on a birdie. Obviously today was a nice round, and to cap it off like that was I mean, all I could ask for. It was good.
The tournament runs through Sunday. First prize is $180,000. It is not official yet, but a couple sources say Keel Gans will be the next Northern Michigan University men's basketball head coach, replacing Matt Makerzak, hired as head coach at Northern Illinois University. Gans spent last season as an assistant coach with Doug Gottlieb at Wisconsin Green Bay. Before that, Gans was the associate head coach with the Wildcats for 2 seasons. Gans helped guide the Wildcats to their first GLIAC regular season championship in 31 years, the program's first opportunity to host the conference tournament, and an NCAA tournament berth as the number 4 seed. NMU also captured the 2025 GLIAC Tournament Championship. Now, prior to that, Gans was also an assistant coach at NMU from 2019 through 20. A stop at Southern Illinois split up his time at NMU, and prior to that, he spent 3 very successful seasons as an assistant at St. Norbert College. Meanwhile, Matt Makerzak has hired former NMU assistant coach John Michael Hughes as an assistant coach at his new place, the Northern Illinois Huskies. During the past 2 seasons, the Wildcats recorded 50 victories, winning the GLIAC tournament in 2025 and the regular season crown this past March, advancing to the NCAA Division II tournament in both seasons. NMU ranked second in the country in assist-to-turnover ratio, 1.79, rebound margin, 10.3, and turnovers per game, game, 9.1 last season. The Wildcats also ranked 5th in the country in scoring margin, more than 15 points per game. Dylan Keel was named a first-team All-American as part of that experience. Now it appears one Wildcat will be joining Mackrzak and Hughes at Northern Illinois. Number 10, Trevor Polite, started 15 of 32 games he played last season at NMU. Polite averaged 3.7 points per game, shooting 59% from the floor and just under 79% from the free throw line. He grabbed 3 rebounds per contest, along with handing out nearly 2 assists per game. The Northern Michigan University football schedule has been announced for this fall. The first game is not on the screen. That is a road game Thursday, August 27th at Minnesota Moorhead. Then the home schedule starts September 5th against Tiffin, at St. Thomas on September 12th, back home for Davenport on the 19th. After a bye, home to two-time defending national champion Ferris State, and then the Wildcats have a return trip to Davenport on October 10th. The Miners Cup game is at Michigan Tech on the 17th, home for Roosevelt on October 24th, and a spooky experience at Wayne State maybe on October 31st. Finishing November 7th at Grand Valley and returning to the Superior Dome on the 14th for Saginaw Valley State. Division III first-team All-Stater Graham Johnson of Escanaba will continue his hockey career in the North American Hockey League with the Kenai River Brown Bears. Kenai River is located in Soldotna, which is about 150 miles south of Anchorage, better known as the warmer part of Alaska. Johnson was a second-team All-State player in the 2024-2025 season. To pro hockey, Red Wings need all the wins they can get right now to try and keep a battle for that last playoff spot. Alex DeBrincat with a power play goal is 38th late in the first period. In the second, Tyson Forster will get his 11th of the campaign, just 31 seconds in to tie it at 1. Right there. To the other end of the ice, late in the period, Lucas Raymond, toward your left-hand lower corner of the screen, will score from JT Compher and Simon Edvinson, 2-1 Detroit. To the third, Patrick Kane will get his 14th of the year. He passed former Red Wings forward Brett Hull to become the 26th highest-scoring player in NHL history, 1,392 points. Former Spartan Porter Martone getting the assist, his first on the goal by Travis Konecny, his 27th. That brought Philly within 3-2 after it survived the review. And then DeBrincat would score his second of the night, and Detroit hangs on to win 4-2. Now the Red Wings are tied with Ottawa for the last wild card spot, but the Senators have the tiebreaker at the moment. Oh, by the way, Columbus also has 88 points. On Saturday, the Red Wings will head to New York to face the Rangers. And we will be right back.
Big refund, big project, big savings at Menards. Turn your tax refund into your next big project. Plus, get an 11% rebate. Keep your family safe with Kidde Home Safety products. This 10-year sealed battery smoke and carbon monoxide detector is a $44.49 value after rebate. When you're looking for new appliances, Menards is the place to shop. You'll find a great selection ready to take home today. Save over $1,250 on this stainless steel refrigerator after sale price and 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture and Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has a large selection for both kitchen and laundry. Free delivery and 0% financing.
It's super. It's science. It's fiction.
What is it?
It's Super Sci-Fi Saturday night on MeTV. After Sven gets swept away in adventures beyond our world, promising spaceships, lasers, giants, other worlds, and robots.
I will do my part.
Super Sci-Fi Saturday night.
Saturday nights on MeTV 19.1. Watch 19 News and Weather on YouTube. Just search and subscribe. WZMQ 19 News is always available for streaming 24/7, and it's free. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors, from showroom to your home. Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
And a final check of your forecast. We have a little bit of time in between these back-to-back winter storms, but it is just going to be overall pretty difficult to drive through. On our 19 News downtown Marquette Skycam, we can already see some of that slush that's going on. That's from round one. We get that break. You can see going through basically the southern portions of Minnesota and Iowa at this time, but out towards Rapid City, you can see there that next system that's starting to develop. It will become more organized. You can also see a little bit of some more rain and ice starting to push up through Iron Mountain and Escanaba and Menominee. We may get a little more ice through the overnight. That's why we still have that winter storm warning until 8 a.m. We get a break, and then that next winter storm watch at this time likely going to be upgraded will kick in for Friday at 8 p.m. through 11 a.m. Saturday. So the future ice for round two is going to be anywhere from about a 1/10 of an inch, maybe up to a 1/4 of an inch. So that's going to be very impactful for trees and power lines. And you mix in some gusty winds, which we'll have, and it's going to put a lot of stress on all those trees and power lines. We could see some power outages. So charge your devices, take things slow, and just have that prepared for Friday night going into Saturday. We should get all that out of here, though, just in time for your Easter Sunday. But make sure to check back in for more details on round two and your Easter weekend.
Kelly, thank you very much. Mike, we got some Pistons action tonight.
We do have some Pistons action tonight. And of course, the Pistons playing very well in the Eastern Conference. They were home taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. If we can go to the video on that one, we'll pick it up in quarter number one. Former Ohio State Buckeye Mike Conley hits for 3. He had 14. Pistons were still up 2. To the other end, Danis Jenkins still playing incredibly well. Knocks that one down. 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Then former Wolverine Duncan Robinson catches and hits the 3. 15 points and 3 triples. Pistons up 6. Julius Randle, a strong performance for the T-Wolves. 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. Detroit up 3. Jumping to the third quarter, Minnesota's going to get the ball outside, and it's going to be Conley again knocking that one down. Then Detroit with Jaren, and he had a nice night as usual. 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. And things kept going the Pistons' way down the stretch. They went on to win this one by the count of 113 to 108. Magic number to clinch the top seed in the Eastern Conference is 1. Uno. They're going to get it done.
Good stuff. Mike, thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you back here tomorrow at 6/5 Central.
Want to make moves in your career and bring home a bigger paycheck? Want to pursue your passion and provide for your family without pinching pennies? Then it's time to connect with Michigan Reconnect. With Michigan Reconnect, you can get an associate degree or a skills certificate tuition-free. With flexible classes, a network of support, and free tuition, what's holding you back? If ambition